Yo, welcome everyone who has joined. This is Talk.Crypto. I'm your host, Noah, the crypto nomad, and my co-host here is Alpha Chi, Mike, and we hope you guys are doing well on this beautiful Monday. Mike, how you doing?
Dude, I'm doing great. It was a super long weekend. Spent a lot of time
Right.
on Discord, but this is going to be an exciting week. And I think our first big piece of news is that Vitalik Buterin now becomes a billionaire as Ethereum surpasses 3K. So
Yeah.
that's big, man. That's big. And I was looking at if you go to Etherscan accounts, you can actually see
it's
the
important that people
Crypto
know who
whale.
he is. It's
Yeah,
important
yeah.
people know who he is, right? I mean, he's a Russian-Canadian programmer who is the co-founder of Ethereum. So, I mean, and Ethereum has just been on a tear recently. Like you said, it broke 3,000, and Ethereum doesn't look like it's going. It looks like it's still growing and not stopping anytime soon, to be honest.
And what's
And
crazy? If I go to Etherscan/accounts, I can see all the big exchanges there. It's crazy.
Mike, what do you think that Ethereum is on this tear, is doing extremely well? How do you think that bodes for other blockchains, like the Binance Smart Chain, like the Matic network? Do you think we're going to see similar growth in these blockchains as well?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. There's a market for all different types of chains. I believe every blockchain is going to have its own focus, its own niche, and that needs to be carved out because we're seeing a lot of these side chains, what people are calling copycat chains. And it's just important that each chain has its own niche kind of market. So like, for example, Binance Smart Chain, you can withdraw straight from Binance, right? You can't do that with Matic. So people are going to be cut off potentially. There will be options. There's a lot more cross-chain exchanges and whatnot that are going to be popping up. So it's not going to be an issue in the future.
And not just you mentioned a good point, is that these blockchains need to have their own kind of motif, and certain blockchains are going to be better in DeFi, and other ones like Tron, the Tron blockchain, are going to be better in gaming. And so if you understand this aspect of the whole blockchain ecosystem, you'll know that it doesn't really make sense for Tron to have applications on their network that may be heavily in DeFi. There might be a better space for that application than the Tron network. Would you agree?
Sorry, say that again.
That these blockchains really need to solidify what industry they're in, and it doesn't make sense for one blockchain to be everything to everyone. They need to really focus. Like Tron is focused on gaming, Ethereum is really focused on DeFi. Binance is definitely
Ethereum is like Ethereum's like the sort of like godfather of decentralized apps.
I mean, they have the first mover. They have the first mover advantage, which is as we talk about all the time.
What's another thing that is actually really important about Ethereum that I recognized over the weekend is that all of the assets were issued. Do you know where BNB was originally issued?
Don't tell me. Ethereum?
Bingo. So all of the assets on other chains are pegged to what's on Ethereum in a lot of cases. Wow. And so that for that reason, Ethereum holds a lot of value. And I really didn't understand that until this weekend. It clicked for me. Like, hey, these assets are on Ethereum. And,
right. It's interesting you say that, because I always go to Etherscan, regardless of the network I'm working off of, to find like contract addresses. I'm always checking Etherscan, and even if I'm not using the Ethereum network.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, I was just doing, like, for example, transactions on the Matic network, and I was looking on how to get, we've talked about this before, where it's like I transferred my USDT to Matic, and it wasn't showing up in my wallet. And I was looking, I had to find the correct contract address in order for that USDT to show up in my Binance, in my Matic wallet on MetaMask. Right? And
I'm just confused because, like, Matic has its own Explorer. It's not Etherscan, but it's a different name. It's essentially the same thing. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay, well, but it's not, just so everybody got this straight. Purposes. It's not called Etherscan. Matic Network has its own Explorer. It's called explorer-mainnet.maticvigil.com. So I know it's essentially the same thing, but it's not actually called Etherscan.
Got it. Yeah. So, I mean, look, that's why Ethereum is such a big player in this and is not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the way that I see it, is that all the assets, like a lot of the assets were issued on Ethereum. And so if an asset is issued on Ethereum and I bridge over to Matic, I would think I'm just creating a peg against what's on Ethereum.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean, yeah. Look, when I transferred my BNB, I wasn't BNB, like I just said, my USDT from my Binance wallet on MetaMask to my Matic, it was a pegged USDT to Binance. Does that make sense?
I mean, I think USDT is issued on Ethereum, and then there's a peg, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to find out. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if that's the case.
I think so. I mean, yeah, if it says peg, then yeah, it's definitely the original asset is on Ethereum, which again, just shows why Ethereum is so valuable.
Yeah, we did our first show, our first fan only show this past weekend and we mentioned a little bit just now on how to move money over to the Matic network. We had a few people join that show, and we're going to put that video up for our patron members. Our new subscription fee is now $10 a month. So if you got in early, congrats. And we've now upped it to $10, and you get access to pretty much everything in our Discord, our hidden channels. There might be one or two other hidden channels that you don't get access to just yet, because those are some big money channels.
You can't see them anyways. So the channels that are reserved for specific purposes, those are hidden anyways.
Right, but we talked about having a possibly like $100 subscription fee a month to get access to some of the really hot topics, really hot projects that we've been researching and are involved in.
Yeah, I mean, this is for this is for serious investors that do serious research and want that research right away.
Right.
And we'll always put out one big pick every single month. We're happy to get on a call and discuss more projects with people that we've been looking at. But definitely, some of the projects we've been finding are absolutely invaluable.
You said one big pick every month. I mean, Mike, I think you did like maybe 4 big picks last week.
Yeah,
and yeah, it's been great. I was just looking at my accounts today, and they've been doing extremely well.
I'm constantly keeping an eye on CoinGecko.
one thing that we have let our community know about without any subscriptions, you didn't have to pay for this. This was just like a freebie out there. Was the Bake token? That's the native token to bakeryswap.org. It's a NFT marketplace on the Binance Smart Chain, and we let our community know about it a couple weeks ago.
Before it 7x'd.
7x. I mean, I think we got it in. I think we got in below 190.
Yeah.
And now I checked. I don't know what it is today, but I think yesterday it was above $7.
I mean, the real point here is if we give you one pick, that will probably and you invest, let's say $200, that will easily pay for itself. So we know that we're not asking for that much, and there's people that will gladly pay. There's some YouTube personalities that charge thousands of dollars. Now they have a much bigger audience, so that's why we keep our price relatively low. But still, even those guys, they're telling you
the same stuff. They're doing the similar research.
It's the same stuff, and there's some pump behind it. We're not trying to pump our bags or anything. We are just giving legitimately what we think are good projects that are working right now. That's the key, is that they have a product right now. And because I hate when I just go to a website and I can't actually use the product. I immediately just close the window. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
And on this show, you have given out several projects that have done extremely well in the past month. Solana, Matic, and Bake, just to name three of them alone that have done extremely well. They have utility. We are actually using their platforms, and you can use their platform right now. You can go on these websites and see what we're talking about. And maybe, and look, the other thing is when we talk about these projects, this is just like a starting point for you to do your own research. Like, we're not financial advisors. We're not your financial advisor. We're just telling you the research we're doing. We're sharing that with you guys. And as a starting off board, as a springboard for you to actually go and open up your computer and do your own research. And if you like what you see, then maybe you should consider making an investment because you think it's a good idea. You know, we're not telling you you have to do this or this is financial advice. It's just we're sharing with you the research we're doing.
Right, and ultimately that gives you a head start, for you to do your own research and honestly just play around with the product. That's the best way that you can get a feel for if you would use it or not. In this case, I like to hold tokens of products that I want to use personally. And also, that I think will appreciate value. And, of course, there's a money making aspect of this. That's for sure. But I like it to be aligned with something that I'm going to use.
Definitely. I'm going to take this call from Dwayne, and I just want to prove how, I don't want to say stingy, but even Dwayne, who works with us, if you ever checked out our YouTube channel, Dwayne is responsible for some of the great thumbnails we have. I'm sorry, for all of the great thumbnails we have on our YouTube channel. And even Dwayne is subscribing to our content because in life, there's no such thing as a free lunch. What's up, Dwayne?
Yeah, what Noah mentioned about his contract address, that's what happened to me yesterday with my funds with USDT. I couldn't find my USDT funds, but I have to end up look for the specific contract address so that I could pop up on my my MetaMask wallet.
Yeah, and actually, Mike, I misspoke here. You're right. It wasn't Etherscan. It was CoinGecko. And if you go on CoinGecko, you can actually click on what network you're transacting on, and you can get the contract address for USDT or whatever token that you're using. And that's extremely helpful because sometimes when you're transferring, MetaMask isn't that intuitive. It's kind of frustrating sometimes.
Wait,
and
so did Dwayne get his funds on Binance Smart Chain, or what happened?
He did get his funds. It was just not showing up in his wallet because he had to put in a token.
Okay, yes. Okay, so exactly. So what happens is that MetaMask will show you the contract address that's on Ethereum, but that address is going to be different on other chains like Matic and Binance Smart Chain. So it's
that
confusing.
was my point.
You have to add it as a custom. Yeah. Right. Okay, cool.
So why it always goes to Ethereum, even if I'm doing Binance to Matic, it still brings me to the Ethereum USDT or DAI, and you still need to go to CoinGecko and plug in the correct contract address for that coin to show up in your MetaMask wallet. It takes a couple times doing it for it to become second nature. I wish MetaMask had a feature that it would just automatically pull those correct contract addresses, but I guess that's something that might happen in due time. But it's not a feature right now on MetaMask. So yeah, but I'm glad Dwayne that you got that in, and Dwayne's one of those guys. I'm sure there's another one on here that subscribed at $1. That price is no longer available. So if you want to get access to our Discord, our private Discord channels, our private shows here on Stereo, subscribe. You can subscribe here or on Patreon. It doesn't matter. We'll get you access to whatever it is. And we'll help you out. We'll get in those talk channels and we'll guide you through this stuff. I mean, that's what we're here for, and that's what we've been doing to a lot of people in our community. And hopefully people in our community have made money off of our advice. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, it's all about taking action.
Yeah.
And that's 100%, especially in this market, and understanding the macro picture. We've talked about the macro picture so much on the show, and we were telling people, look, the bottom is not falling out. As long as Bitcoin stays above 40K, stays in the low 40K range,
which it never
there's a lot of strength left in this market.
Which it never dropped below 47. I was waiting for it to. I put my buy orders in at 45, and I never got in. So I mean, and now look at it. Bitcoin is trading at above 58,000. We're probably gonna see some resistance at the $60,000 level again. And if look at that. What do you think? We've said this before, Mike, that May was going to be a big month for Bitcoin. Do you still feel that way now that you've seen the market and you've been watching Bitcoin for the past couple weeks at the end of April? Do you still think we're going to see Bitcoin climb up above an all-time high this month?
I mean, for me, it's not a feel. It's, it is doing that. And we're at a future pivot point, I believe, currently. Let's see. Yeah, we are. So I'm going to share my screen on Discord. You guys can find that invite by going to our Instagram and clicking on the link tree.
Or click on our YouTube, and at the bottom of any YouTube video, there's a link to our Discord. It's free to join the Discord. It just costs money if you want access to our private channels where we're telling people, about tokens that you can get in early on before they 7x, before they 10x.
Right. Okay, so here we go. You can see on my screen right now, I'm actually recording, by the way, that we are breaking. I drew this line way back. I had a trend line that was drawn. So I like to draw, kind of lower trend lines to say, okay, if it breaks below this trend line, then we really lost the long-term trend. And we did. We lost that at 55K. So when we dropped below 55, that was, a sign that, hey, we're losing the trend here. And now we're breaking back above this triangle, this trend line that I had drawn. And I just want to make sure that when I draw my lines that I have as many touch points as possible. So you can see here we're breaking back above. Breaking back above this line right here.
Right. I see the ascending triangle essentially is
right. We fell out of the triangle. Now we're going back into the triangle. We're above these moving averages down here, And, if we break 63, I mean, for sure we're going to challenge the all-time high. But like, all we need to do is break through the top of this triangle, and we've got a crazy run set up.
The top of that triangle on, like, say, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. What is that? I don't think
would be 63.
5th would be 63. So
I'm gonna just draw a line based off of how this balance has played out relatively. So if I draw it through the middle, I don't know if that's a good. Let's put a lower bound here. So okay, that would be on May 10th. So we need to probably give it another week before we break out through the triangle.
Right.
I would say, based on the momentum we have right now. Of course, if we hit resistance and that momentum slows down, that will change. If we keep moving at the same rate, we're going to reach that by May 10th. And if you remember from my macro analysis, I said that we'd reach a bottom at May 1st at the latest, and we hit that at the 25th of April. So again, it just shows like how much strength there is in this market, and people were just waiting. And then when the reversal happened, everybody just jumped right back in.
Right. And if you're listening and you want to follow along visually with what Mike is talking about, he's sharing his screen on our Discord channel, and he's drawn the lines on the Bitcoin chart. He's currently on the 4-hour chart. And he's showing that, and he doesn't erase his lines. So every time we do a show and we talk about Bitcoin charts, it's the same lines as the previous show to kind of show you guys how we do our technical analysis. And it's really valuable.
I mean, it's just about following trends, trying to find the trend lines. And definitely the moving averages are usually a really good indication. I don't have like here's a big long-term moving average down here at like 36, something like that. And if we would have lost like 43,000 level, we definitely would have been headed for that like 36K level. So, but it's just important to understand like where we can go and be prepared for any situation.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, comments, interesting stories, definitely send us a voice note. We're happy to answer any questions, or if you're invested in something and you want us to do some on-the-spot analysis, we're happy to do that too with this. Mike, I see you're sharing your screen right now with QuickSwap.
Yeah, so that was the next sort of pick that I was going to talk about that we've talked on the show. We discussed on the show, and I bought this at $200 about maybe a week ago, and now it's like. We peaked out. If you really look at the chart, we almost reached like 1900. Like we wicked up to 1900. I know here it says 1600, but if you look on Uniswap, it's important to understand that Uniswap drives a lot of the trading movement. Again, another reason why Ethereum has so much value is because of Uniswap. Uniswap's the number one DApp. And, the story of how Uniswap was built, Noah, is so crazy. And I want to talk about it on this show sometime. Like just have like a whole show discussing how Uniswap was built and everything, because it's fascinating. Hayden Adams, who's the engineer at Uniswap, he is actually a mechanical engineer. And so like he didn't have any programming background, anything, and he just basically people pushed him, like the whole DeFi crypto community was like, dude, you got to build this, and back in 2018. So it's crazy how the story of Uniswap and how that came together. And you got to go watch the interviews. He talks about like selling Ether just to like pay for food and stuff like that, so he could keep working on Uniswap. So like it was never like someone's cutting him a big check to go and make this, at least at the beginning. Yeah.
And this QuickSwap here, that is decentralized exchange on the Matic network. And we've talked about Matic before. And actually, the show that we did this weekend was how to get your funds on Matic, because that's not so. It's not as easy as signing up for like a Binance or signing up for a Coinbase. It's a little bit trickier. And QuickSwap is doing extremely well. I know you told our community about it when it was, below 500, and it's now at around 1,200. And
yeah, I mean, we're definitely keeping an eye on it. Look, I think that my opinion of QuickSwap, you can actually purchase crypto with a credit card on Uniswap. Sorry, QuickSwap. You can purchase crypto with a credit card on QuickSwap. I want to go monitor the QuickSwap exchange volume to see how that's. Okay, so no, we had a huge peak in trading volumes a couple days ago at like 400 million, and that's since died off a little bit. We kind of expect that because as it consolidates, we actually want the price of QuickSwap consolidates. We actually want that volume to decrease so that we reach a consolidation point and then we start moving back up. Let's go take a look at the actual website and look at the info there so we can see the trading volume playing out. And, this is just one way to analyze and figure out how to value an exchange.
Yeah, no, this is definitely very helpful.
I don't know that you can really value it against a Uniswap or a Pancake Swap. It's crazy, like how successful like Pancake Swap is the first like truly successful fork
of Uniswap.
Of anything. I mean, I know Bitcoin Cash is kind of making its way up, right? Like that's seeing some movement. But Pancake Swap is really, to me, the first successful forked project that we've ever seen.
So here you're on QuickSwap. You're on QuickSwap.exchange, and
yeah,
are you showing us how you can buy with your credit card, or because that's big.
No. I'm trying to find where they have the info. Maybe I can just go to like info dot. I think it's this. Let's see.
Because being able to buy with your credit card on a decentralized exchange is a game changer. It's a huge game changer in this market. It makes getting your funds onto this network much easier. Whereas before you had to go through 3 or 4 steps. Now there are still fees.
Let's be clear that you can't do that in all countries. So like the US, for example, you can't buy crypto with a credit card on QuickSwap if you're in the US. So this is not every country that you can do that.
Right. But eventually, I mean, I'm sure. Well, I don't know. I mean, the U.S. is an animal of its own. And
look at this chart for Quick versus ETH. Isn't that insane?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this is, and QuickSwap is a relatively new. I mean, you can see it was listed on Uniswap early February, and we had a quick pump. And people that are familiar with QuickSwap have told me that their emissions are not sustainable. Now, I don't think they change the emissions every week. That just means how much they pay out to people that are providing liquidity on the platform. But look, Aave has their hands in QuickSwap, and I saw somebody put out a tweet this morning, like Aave. I'll show you our Discord, and I'll show you the tweet that we have, and you can see all this stuff in our Discord. I'm really surprised that more people don't read the tweets, because the tweets that I put in there are absolutely just gold. Okay,
yeah.
Dude, I followed them.
Well,
I listed them.
when we first started the Discord, it started off as, you know, sifting through all the bullshit out there, whether it be the clickbait on YouTube or, you know, the nonsense on Twitter, and finding the best content and sharing it with our Discord community, because there's so many rabbit holes that you can go down and get lost. It's not worth your time. And that's where we started off, especially on the YouTube, right? I mean, in our Discord, in our Project Deep Dives channel, in our Technical Analysis channel, we only post the best technical analysis and the best project analysis.
All right, so here we go. So the crypto dog, he said, don't forget Aave is going 1K plus, and Aave is at 500 right now.
I mean, that's not even like a that's not even fair, right? That's not a tip that would give people. You should have already purchased Aave like months ago if you're in the cryptocurrency space.
Well, look, Aave has 16 billion. They're the biggest DeFi app.
Aave's a beast. It's a beast.
and Noah, 2.5 billion of that is on Matic. And they have a bridge over to Matic. So, you know, to me, the Matic network is kind of, you know, because Aave controls the liquidity moving over there, and they can change the rewards.
You are connecting hold on, let me now.
Yeah, I mean, look, Aave can change the rewards on Matic and bring over more liquidity if they want to.
Yeah. Look, you're connecting the dots right now with Aave and Matic, and why Matic has such potential. Raul, what's up?
Yeah, good morning. Take down those barriers. Yeah, it's all about the decentralized buying with a credit card. Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, we're not there just yet. You know, I think I saw St. Martin on the list of countries for the credit cards.
Oh, really?
For the payments. So I don't know. I mean, hey, if you know anybody that can get me a credit card at St. Martin, hook it
up. Bianca, welcome to the show. What's up, Bianca?
Hey guys, it's B here. I just want to say that I love listening to you guys. Like, I super appreciate learning from you. I feel like everyone that you meet, like, knows something that you don't know, so it's important to educate yourself. I am a crypto, like, nerd. I've been investing for the last 2 years, completely self-taught. All of the money that I literally make at work, I throw it into crypto. I'm super cash poor because I just love seeing my assets grow. I've been really heavy into Nexo, and I love token metrics because the last few months have been on point. And it's so crazy to me because I try to help people a lot and explain to them, like, hey, you know, like, it's never too late to buy in. Like, I talk to them about percentages, and, like, people think that Coinbase is the same thing as I'm
going to play her next message, but Mike, I mean, one thing she mentioned, token metrics, and token metrics is something that we've been following as well.
Yeah, you know, I have kind of I try to have a balanced view on token metrics because I definitely don't agree with everything that they put out. Specifically on their stance of like Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, Ethereum has all the apps and everything, but, you know, I mean, look, Bitcoin is the largest network, and there's a reason that everybody's storing their value in Bitcoin, which is the most secure network. You know, we can argue about like CO2 emissions and that, but from a security standpoint, Bitcoin has what people are looking for.
Yeah, and B, you should definitely join our Discord if you're not already there, because one, you can just join for free. You don't have to be a subscriber, but we are always looking for like-minded people who are crypto nerds, just like Mike and myself. And there's a bunch of us on that Discord channel, which is sharing news, knowledge, information, new picks, things like this. So definitely a great spot for you to check out and join. I'm going to play your next message right now. But yeah, B, thanks for listening to the show.
yeah, I don't know if that went through or not, but I just wanted to like let you guys know that last night I was at work and I fucking screamed, sorry my language, so loud because I scooped up like a bunch of Ethereum a while back and watching it go up, and I'm telling all my friends like, yo, like, dude, buy into Ethereum, like it's gonna be really huge. And everyone just thought I was literally crazy. Meanwhile, I'm over here just like, dude, like if I keep doing what I'm doing now in the next 5 years, like I can't believe that. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
No,
Yeah, so I'm just super pumped. Like it's such a great time to be involved. That's all I'm saying. And
I hear you. Look,
I love listening to you guys.
look, it's important to realize that the euphoria in this market is about to get real. And when that euphoria tops out, you know, like I'm really excited I'm super excited for you. And, you know, Noah and I are kind of trying to help people start their own crypto businesses. So definitely if that's something that you're interested in, get in contact with us, go join our Discord. And I mean we're all still super early to the party, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's people like you, B, that are early to the party and you are excited about this stuff and you want to take it to the next level. That's what Mike and I are doing right now in getting into the ground floor of some of these new projects and helping them grow, increasing their exposure. And if that interests you, you should definitely reach out to us because that is like the new move that we're doing, and it's working out really well. We're getting on the ground floor of some great projects, and we don't share them. We don't share them here because it's real money. I mean, people like we're making serious money on getting on the ground floor on projects that have like a $1 million market cap, and they're just exploding. I mean, they have potential to have a 10, 20, or even $100 million market cap in the very near future. So, you know, that's
with more exposure, like it's like there's definitely an exposure part of this, and you know, Ethereum sort of having that first mover advantage. And look, Ethereum's not the best, right? Like definitely the miners are cashing in, and the miners have kept the price down for such a long time. Also keep in mind that with these new updates, they've reduced, or they're going to be reducing the miner rewards in a couple months here. So that will push the price of Ethereum probably even higher than what it's at now. This market for Ethereum has a lot of strength left in it. You know, it's just difficult to recommend people to buy something that's gone up so much already. But yeah, I mean, absolutely. If you're going to hold it for 5 years, it's great. This is not the accumulation phase for Ethereum or a lot of these projects. So it's important to keep that in mind. You know, you don't want to buy at the top end. I got another good tweet from our Discord, and that is again from Crypto Dog. Let's see. I swear to God that 99% still don't get it. When you win, you start betting less. Does that make sense, Noah?
When you win, you start betting less. I mean, look, honestly, man, I take a little bit of a different approach sometimes. When I start seeing a token doing well, I start putting more money into it. I like to back my winners.
Yeah, but you don't, like, for example, with QuickSwap, like, or anything that pumps super, super hard in a short amount of time, you want to buy on the dip. So like the dip for QuickSwap was like 800. So that would still be a 4x. Now look, Aave's got their hands in QuickSwap. What's the market cap of Aave right now? Market cap of Aave is 6 billion, right? So if you're going to say, okay, well, Aave is going to have their own sort of side chain off of ETH, and the number one exchange is going to be QuickSwap, and QuickSwap's only at 200 million market cap. I don't know. I mean, and PancakeSwap's at 7 billion. I mean, whoa. Looks like a bargain buy to me. Just saying, not financial advice. It looks like a bargain buy, and they've got as much volume as 1inch. I've been really disappointed with 1inch. I think that they're going to get beat by competition. That's the narrative that I'm going with, is that 1inch has not adapted to this market fast enough. They haven't gotten onto enough chains. They haven't gotten enough good projects on their protocol for people to provide liquidity for. I'm just not impressed with what 1inch has been doing. I know they've got big investors with deep pockets, but I'm just not impressed.
Yeah. Jay Flames, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Mike, good morning to you both. Ethereum this morning. It's been great to see its rise. Same thing with the last message that you played. I was called a madman for getting involved in crypto last year during the dip. And I put my money into Ethereum. I bought quite a few of them. And everyone said I'm insane and I should be putting money into stocks and shares. Fair play if that's what they want to do. But it's turned out to be great investment. So anyone listening that's thinking to this, it's too late for me. I mean, people thought it was too late when Bitcoin was 3,500 last year. I'm talking in pounds, by the way. But yeah, £3,500 last year. People thought it was too late. And look at it now. So yeah, it's never too late.
Yeah, I agree. It's not too late. It's not too late for a few reasons, right? Not too late to get into Bitcoin. It's not because we've talked about this before, where Bitcoin is still only a tenth of the value of gold, and we believe it should be worth more. But there are so many layer 2 projects that are just coming up that you can get involved in now. And as more and more people start realizing, how to get involved in layer 2 projects, those are just going to grow exponentially. So it's not too late to get into this game. And I love hearing these messages from people who say that, people think I was crazy for doing this, and look at me now. I love hearing that. Raul from St. Martin, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys. I think it's ridiculous to say that Bitcoin is detrimental to the environment. Yeah, maybe it is, but those issues can be resolved. And the simple fact is that the whole economy right now is based on the US dollar as a reserve currency, which is, by the way, the petrodollar. So I don't know how much more in the environmental detrimental it can get to the world if we're still focusing on the petrodollar.
That's exactly what I say, is that, all these people in the centralized world are, oil derivatives are like the big thing to trade, and people say, "Oh, I don't think oil is going away." I'm sure they're right, but we definitely gotta do something about the environment, because I don't know about you guys, but the weather's been changing quite a bit over the past couple of years, and it seems to be getting more dramatic.
I mean, look, we've said this before. I've said this before. Fossil fuel is a dying industry, and the decentralization, distributed networks is going to change the way we share energy. And it may even be a big factor on how we solve climate change. Now, that's not a topic for this show, because we can go into that for a whole hour. But just know that there's more to cryptocurrency than, a decentralized exchange or an NFT. This whole distributed networks and decentralization can really change the way we use transportation, the way we transfer energy, and just create better efficiencies within our world. And that's why I'm such a nerd about this stuff, because I'm looking at it from a macro perspective. Of course, I like to get involved and make money and get involved in different projects, whether it be like an NFT marketplace like Bakery Swap, which we just 7x'd in over the past few days. I love that stuff. That's great.
Yeah.
But on a real world, affecting our real world and affecting our future, this definitely has a huge use case for that as well. So
check this out, Noah. If I go and deposit my USDT on Aave on Polygon right now, I get 12% APR. On top of that, I get 12% APR in Matic. So I get 24% APR for depositing my USDT on Aave. Yeah, USDT, just flat USDT.
That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. Like, you won't even make 1% if you deposit it into a centralized bank. But you're telling me if I deposit it here on a decentralized platform, I'll make 12%? People.
No. You will make 24%, and half of that will be paid out in Matic.
Wow. I mean, look, a good investment. I remember when people would tell me a good investment is a 9% return. Now we look at this stuff here in these crypto markets, and a 9% return is a joke.
And so what you could do is you could deposit your USDT and then borrow against some. So you could deposit your USDT and then borrow against something else that's going to give you rewards. So like you can deposit, get rewards, and then also borrow and get rewards too. I think. Amazing. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I think, because I'm pretty sure that's how this works.
Amazing. Mike, I think we're going to close up our show here today.
Yeah. That's that. Ethereum is busting through new all-time highs. Bitcoin is making its way back up towards its all-time highs. Vitalik Buterin, creator of the founder of Ethereum, is now a billionaire after Ethereum passing 3,000. And those centralized exchanges definitely have a lot of Ethereum locked up on their platforms.
Yeah, definitely. And look, it's going to be a crazy month. I think we're going to see a lot of action this month. I'm excited for it. Our next show is going to be on Wednesday, and I'm going to do a few other shows. I don't know if you have anything scheduled, but I think I'm going to schedule a few other shows with some people in our Discord on swing trading. I'd like to get one of the guys in our Discord, Cold Spirit, on here on future trading and things like this, just so people understand there's all different ways to trade crypto. It's and people do it in different ways, and there's all ways to make money in this market.
Yeah, and we're open to doing a show with anybody in our community. I think it'd be really interesting to do a show with Anonymous B. She seems really passionate about crypto, and of course, when the price of something goes up, we want to tell all our friends about it. Hey, you should get in this, you should get in this. But look, unless they're already in it or taking a look at it, it's really hard to get them to jump in on it. So, I definitely advocate for trying to get those people that are kind of on the cusp of making that move versus trying to go after somebody that's like way on the other side of the fence.
Right. You mean way on the other side of the fence being like skeptical?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Look, we don't need to prove to anyone anything. You can just look at my MetaMask wallet. Mike, I got a lot of feedback there from you. You could just look at the 3 commas or the MetaMask or the Binance, different exchanges that we're on, and you can see that these tokens are up 100%, and it's not just one of them. I mean, it's several, and things are growing. Right. Ethereum is growing fast. So it's never too late to get into this market. So yeah, look, we're going to leave it at that for today. If anyone has any last comments, now's the time to send them in. If not, forever hold your peace. We'll talk to you on Wednesday. Join the Discord. It's a great place. Oh, Mike, last thing I want to tell you. I don't know if you knew this, but we just posted a new video on YouTube on AIOZ.tube. It's a distributed content delivery network.
Right. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. So
is
that's
it blowing
on
up
today? I haven't. It just came up in the past hour or two, so I don't know if it's blown up yet. But we have a couple hidden videos. Mike, when are we going to release those? It's like you got to be in the right community to see some of our videos. It's funny how we're doing this. I like it. It's like if you're in the know, you know. If you're not in the know, then you just have to wait.
Yeah, that's I think we should keep those on hold. You know, like I said, we want to also we want to release videos on projects that we've been keeping an eye on when the time is right. And when those projects are starting to get traction, then we boom, you know, we will release those videos. And we've already got 20,000 views on our YouTube channel. We're about 33% of the way to getting monetized. So, I mean, I'm impressed with how much our channel has grown. And, you know, thanks to everybody in the community for supporting us.
Yeah, and what's amazing,
I know
about
a lot of that
videos,
traffic
Mike,
hasn't come from stereo, but still.
we started off here on stereo. You know, I mean, it was the first people in our Discord were from stereo. So, but Mike, I think what's awesome about our YouTube is that we're doing platform reviews. We're not doing sexy content. All we're doing is giving people the basic tokenomics, the basic features of the different platforms, the different products out there, and making and helping people understand how to use these projects. And people are watching it; they're interested in that stuff. It's not sexy content. It's kind of like you know, bland but useful content. And you know,
I mean, that's what I want to create, because there's so much to learn in this space that if you get caught on any one project, you're doomed. Like if you get stuck on like, oh my God, Ethereum's the one, or oh my God, this one's the one, like you're doomed. Like good luck. Good luck.
Right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in today. Tommy Gear, appreciate the claps. Hope to see you when I get back in Miami. Oh, by the way, Mike, there is a Bitcoin conference coming up in Miami soon. Early June.
Yeah, so I dropped a message about that. I'm very much interested in attending that. I'm gonna see.
Right. If you happen to be in the Miami area in early June, you might want to check out that Bitcoin conference. You might actually be able to meet Mike in person. I don't know if I'll be back in the States by then, but if I am, I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a free conference. I mean, I sincerely doubt it.
Very unlikely.
Meet a kit store.
Nothing in life is free, Mike. You know that.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they'll probably accept Bitcoin.
I'm not partying with my Bitcoin. I'll give them US dollar.
Yeah. That's right.
I just, when I first got into this, I was like, yeah, I'll pay you in Bitcoin. And then I started learning and I was like, there's no way I'm paying you in Bitcoin.
Why would you want to pay in Bitcoin? Like, I'll give you my US dollars.
There's no way I'm paying in Bitcoin. Take my US dollar all you want. All right, brother.
All right, guys. So I think we're going to close out the show, and we will see you in the next one.
This has been Talk.Crypto. Monday, we're going to get back to work. We're going to be doing our research. I already get Mike on the Peace.
Hey.